Hi, welcome to Velocity TV, brought to you by Newport Auto Center. I'm Genevieve Chappell, and today we come to you from the Corona del Mar State Beach for the 5th annual Coastline Car Classic. You guys are in for a treat today. We're going to introduce you to the people who make it happen, and to top it off, you're going to see some of the finest vintage automobiles and exotic sports cars here in Orange County. Oh yeah. Have we whet your appetite? You guys ready to get started? Come on, let's go. So you actually drive this thing on the drag strip? We're down here in the car show competition area, and we're going to meet some of the locals and find out about them and their cars. But keep this in mind, at the end of the show, one of the participants is going to win the Velocity's Choice Award. So while we're checking out the cars, you pick out your favorite and then see if it matches up. Well, it's not every day that you see a 1929 Packard, and so we feel pretty privileged today to be taking a look at this beauty. First of all, why did you pick this car?
Well, I think one of the main reasons is because I like the Bonnie and Clyde look, you know, the gangster-looking type car. It's a very rare car. It was originally built for the President of Mexico in 1929, and it's a Murphy-bodied, one-off, ever built, very rare automobile.
Yeah, very rare.
It originally belonged to John Crean of Home on the Range, and he had it restored about 15 years ago, and he had it in his garage ever since. And then just recently, about within a year, he had passed away. And then I bought the car, and then I had Robert Escalante at Custom Auto do a further restoration on it for about $300,000.
Woo! That's a pretty penny to spend there. What did you do? Why don't you walk us through and show us some of the stuff you did?
Well, a lot of it was in the engine compartment, and a lot of it was on the interior. The top, we redid the top and all the wheel covers, the trunk lid. Went through the paint, cleaned up the paint, made it all right. And then a lot of it was mostly the interior. Some of the chassis work had been restored as well.
Was it all worth it?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Wish I had two of them.
Well, you may not have two of these, but you do have two cars here, and I want to show you guys one of his recent purchases. Come on, let's go take a look. Come on, Mike, show us.
Let's go.
This guy has a Packard. It can't be cooler than that.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, it is.
What is it?
It's the Batmobile.
Check this out, you guys.
I love it. Yep, I just bought this about a month ago at the Russo Steel auction in Pebble Beach.
Okay.
And it's the only drivable Batmobile that was used in the movie Batman Return.
Right.
With Michael Keaton. And we drove it down here, and it runs great. It's air conditioned, and it has lights and guns and all kinds of stuff, and smoke come out of it. It's just a hoot to drive, and I love it to death. Kind of the story was I was with Robert Escalante, and we were having dinner. We looked at Russo and Steel, and here's this Batmobile. I'm like, oh, gotta have it. And so he says, well, oh, look, it's tomorrow afternoon. And then about 5 minutes later, he goes, no, it's not. It's in about 25 minutes across town. On the other side, it's going to auction. So we got in the car, drove over there, and just when we walked in the door, it just went on the auction block.
You're kidding.
And we ended up winning the auction. I didn't even have a bidder's card, and Russo and Steel, they were really great about it. They said, look, if you want the card, yes, I have to start drinking. So they fed me a couple martinis, and the next thing I know, I woke up with a Batmobile.
Did a cape come with it?
It did come with it, yeah.
No way. Where is it?
Oh, yeah.
Where's the suit? Where's Robin? Velocity TV has the honor of having Drew, the owner to Russo and Steel, in our presence today. You brought a sweet car out. Tell us a little bit about it.
Well, it's a 1968 Aston Martin DB6. The interesting thing about this car, most Aston Martins, because they're English, of course, were right-hand drive cars.
Right.
This is actually a left-hand drive Aston, and it's because it was delivered brand new to the chairman of Volkswagen in 1968.
Really? Now, how did you acquire it?
Well, we were very fortunate. Cars for me are sort of like cats. They're strays. They find you.
Especially in your business. All right, well, your show is getting great ratings right now. It's probably because you have a really nice host.
Indeed, we've got some great folks on board at ESPN with us. So
what do people comment on most about this particular car?
Well, you know, there's sort of, everybody sort of gravitates to an Aston. An Aston Martin is sort of that, English sort of gentleman, very sort of regal, almost, it begs you to speak with that stiff upper lip accent, you know? Very much a gentleman's car.
Hey, I'm just hanging out here at the beach with Congressman John Campbell, and this is a really sweet T-Bird. I love it. Tell me, where'd you pick it up?
Thanks. I actually bought it from Don Crevier, who had bought it from Barrett Jackson, who had bought it from the guy who had restored it. But it's a basically one-owner car. One owner bought it in 1964 as a leftover in Covina, California, and owned it for 40 years. And since then, there's been a couple of owners, one restorer, one buyer, but I'm the guy who bought it a couple of years ago, and now it's been mine for a couple of years and will be for a while.
How much money did you put into it once you got it?
I didn't have to put that much into it because cosmetically it was done. It looked great. This car, like other cars I bought, looked great, but a lot of stuff did not work.
Really?
And it had some transmission issues and other issues. When everything works and everything drives, that's important to me because I want the car to drive like it did, look like it did, run like it did, and have everything work like it did when it was new.
You know, John, obviously you have a lot of responsibilities with the position that you're in, but can you beat a Saturday like this?
No, you can't. I mean, the weather, the location, right here on the beach, and a lot. There's a beautiful cars in this show, and you know, one of the things representing Orange County and Washington, I see a lot of people from other states and that sort of thing, and I have a feeling that this, which is a local car show here in Orange County, probably has as nicer cars than you're going to find in full-blown concourses in other parts of the country because of the intensity of the car culture here. And so I love this. This is just a lot of fun, and it benefits a good cause as well.
Oh, well, thank you so much, and it was so great to have you out here today.
Thank you, Genevieve. Great to be with you.
All right, Michael, this 1927 Bentley, it is unbelievable. I don't see many like this. First of all, tell me where you picked it up.
Well, I found this car back in England in 2003, the beginning of 2003, and it's a very famous car, well-known car, and I heard about it, went over there, saw it, and had it shipped back over here, and then started recommissioning the car, get it to the kind of condition that you see right now.
Where does one even begin to look for a car like this?
Well, it's a network of car guys, and there's only a few Bentley specialists over there that really know the old vintage race cars. So that was my first stop. But I probably contacted maybe half a dozen people to find this car.
Really? This car has a ton of history. Tell me who owned it.
Well, Gibbs Pancheri was the former executive director of the Bentley Drivers Club, and he owned the car for 42 years. Woo. Complete documentation, complete history. He was meticulous at keeping notes and records. So everything that he did, everything that he thought of doing to the car is written down. Every modification is written down and studied, and he said, here's what I tried, here's what I liked. So the car's been really perfected, tried and determined only what's the best for the car.
How much did you pick it up for?
Oh, my wife might be watching this, so I can't say.
Oh, give us a ballpark.
Well, put it this way, it's worth well over $1 million now, $1.5 million, $2 million.
Now.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you did a lot of work to it.
I did a lot of work. I picked it up for under $1 million. I have under $1 million in it. So there's money to be made in these cars too,
yeah.
if you ever want to sell it.
Oh yeah. Okay, well, tell me what you did to it.
Well, the engine's been completely gone through, so it's all new pistons, rods, bearings, everything on this, and everything was upgraded to the to specs where you can. But it's all original parts. It's all the way it's supposed to be. It's got 2 plugs per cylinder, one on each side, twin magnetos. There's backup systems for everything. When Bentley built these cars, he wanted to make sure they would finish and win.
Right.
And so there's a backup system for everything. You can see down here the flywheel. It's all drilled out.
And look at this thing. This is beautiful.
It's like jewelry. It's just like jewelry. Look at, just the covers on the carburetors are amazing.
I think we could probably spend all day talking about this.
It's okay with me.
Well, we're hanging out here with Murphy and Julie and the kids. The whole gang came today.
The whole gang.
And you guys have a sweet Charger. First of all, how long have you had it?
I've had it about 12 years, and but not looking like this. It just got a complete restoration, about
Really?
2 years in the making, in Detroit from Roush Performance. So pretty excited.
Why
Another
all the
wow.
way there?
Actually, my dad works for Roush, so he knew a guy who was amazing, and Brian Shell is Jack Roush's guy. Jack Roush is a big NASCAR guy. He's a big team guy. Anyway, so did an amazing job. So
Did you pick the color?
Yeah, I said black on black, you know.
Black can be so unforgiving. You know, what do you do to keep it this shiny and nice?
Honey, what do I do?
We keep it at Crevier Classic Cars, and you know, it's an easy call, and they have it detailed, and it's a nice luxury to have.
Yeah, Jim takes care of us there, and you know, either just a real nice garage where it's just, you know, untouched by the elements, or at a place where you can store it anywhere, where you can not park it outside every night. That
Now,
might hurt.
These boys are so cute. What's your name?
Matthew,
Matthew, and what's your name?
Andrew,
I bet you guys don't even like coming to car shows at all, huh? I bet you do, right?
yeah.
I tricked you. You do like it, huh?
They love it. They love it. They love to come in Daddy's hot rod, right? Right, Matt?
Does everybody look at you guys when you drive down the street in this car?
Yep.
And then what do you do when do we give him this? Give it to the camera. What's up?
Well, I have a surprise for you guys. Unbeknownst to most of the attendees here, Velocity was actually holding a little competition. And after looking at all of the cars, you guys are the Velocity Choice Award winner.
Yeah!
Wow.
Nice.
What do you guys think about that? You guys won. Your cars won.
Andy, give a woohoo as loud as you can.
You know what?
Pretty good.
My sentiments exactly. Well, you guys,
Well,
thank you so much.
Well, thank you to
Congratulations.
Velocity. No, thank you to Velocity. It's a great magazine, and we're proud to have that honor.
Chris, what are you doing?
I am cleaning off the exhaust because my son decided it'd be a good idea to throw his sunglasses into the 6-inch exhaust pipe there.
Well, we've had a great time with you here at the Coastline Car Classic. Thanks for joining us, you guys. And don't forget to check out velocitytv.com to find out where we're going to be next.